Okay, so we are going to start our meeting for October's Butterfly Kisses team meeting. Just want to shout out Joanne Martin, who sponsored a teamie for our team. She is the only one who's sponsored a teamie, a brand new teamie. We also have a reinstate from Sarah, if I remember correctly. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. And I know Sabrina King also sponsored a reinstate. So we got 3 new teamies on our team. Paid at title already is Bree and Shonda, and both are on track for promotion. So we're doing the dang thing. Super close to being paid at title is Carly, Heather, there was someone else, Sarah Panko, and Tracy are all close to being paid at title.
Do you want my list?
What?
Do you want my list that I was obsessing over?
No, I got my list.
Okay.
Excuse me. And our numbers, like just to give you an idea, last month we did around, oh goodness, I'm gonna double check for my own 2 cents, just because I want to be as accurate as possible. We did 18,000 as a group. We're already on the 18th or 19th of the month. We are at just under 22,000 as a group. Like, we already blew out last month's numbers out of the water. I will get there today, I promise. Okay. Oh, that, and right, Rebecca Burbo is also on track to promote, and Tammy Dorr. So we're going to talk about a training that, so as a star director, I don't care where I go. I will learn something from a lead consultant. I'll learn it from an essential consultant, a certified consultant, an SSD, like it doesn't matter your title. If you have something to feed me and I can, like, my brain's there long enough, I will learn it. I was at another director's, their coffee and talkie, but they call it chitter chatter, and it's at nighttime. So it was kind of nice to see a different aspect. And I'm gonna shout out Kimberly Nation Wilkins. I was at hers. She invited me. And she went over something with her team that I found really beneficial that I took notes on. Now, this is a really short meeting when I say this, because like these notes are great, but it's not very long. And if you all know, if I take notes, like it's something that maybe I haven't even implemented myself, so I don't know who else has on our team. So it's called Starting Out Tips for LTO Pre-Orders. And I have been hit or miss with pre-orders personally. I've had some great pre-orders and some that have like crickets, and that's okay. So what she does is whenever she gets a new consultant, these are the tips she tells them. You're going to start a VIP group and make it private. If it's public, anyone can join it, anyone can steal your content, or anyone can like report you to compliance. Like it just becomes really sticky when you make it public. Keep it private. Have your sponsor in there. We're there to support you. Have your director in there. We're there to support you. The tip number 2 is to post 4 to 5 posts a day. Now, I can tell you for a fact, I don't, but this is for also a brand new consultant. I probably should post more my VIP group. I post 1 to 2 times a day. But I know some amazing star consultants in this team that post 4 to 5 times a day and have all those scheduled posts out, like Sarah Panko. So I'm gonna actually do not disturb. Sorry. So if you need ideas, like maybe I should make Sarah do a training next on how many times she posts a day and what she posts for content. I feel like that's a good idea. Just saying. Okay, but 4 to 5 times a day for posting for a brand new consultant starting out. And then this one has been huge for me. And this is where the piggyback comes off from my director's meeting. Whoever went to it last night is going to come in. Pin LTO post to the top of the page. Now, legitimately, we have a list of LTOs right now on top of our catalog. I looked and I wrote these down last night for a reason, because I was like, how many of these do I have pinned at the top still that we're rotating through? When you have them pinned to the top of your page, people see them right away. But also with that post, by commenting, you bump it. So when something's about to launch, say 4 days ahead of time, you say 4 days till launch day, it bumps it. The next day, 3 days till launch day, it bumps it. 2 days to launch day, it bumps it. Launch days today, bumps it. Who's excited? Like, and then every single one that orders from that post, like that thing that you just, okay, so how do I say this? So we'll use the Black Panther warmer. Everyone who commented under that ordered the Black Panther warmer from you, then thank you, this person, as a separate comment. Next person, thank you, this person. Each person as a separate comment. It continues to bump that post. And then that way it creates interaction. People, you boost that algorithm yet again. But also people are excited because they're seeing who else ordered that and who else is excited about that piece. Those pin posts, right, those pin posts do not leave the top until that LTO is gone. So I do not have some of them up right now, and I was looking to see what I had right now. So just to give you a general idea, I posted the castle like 2 days ago, and I have so much traction on that. Like I commented on mine and changed and had a bulb change, and it got a lot of traction compared to my original post. I have Black Panther still up there. That launched a while ago. I have Scooby-Doo samples out right now because the Scooby-Doo scent is still available for club. I have the holiday collection, the harvest collection, the Christmas favorites, and the castle are all, oh, and Nightmare Before Christmas is all at my pinned top area. That is literally a fraction of our LTOs right now available. Literally a fraction. But every now and then I'll look at my post and go to my oldest one and say, who loves this, or who's tried this, or who's gotten this? Because it then bumps that post. You might think when you bump each of those posts that everyone's seeing, oh my gosh, I'm getting so many notifications from this person. Guess what? They maybe will see 1 out of those 10. Like, it's okay to bump each of them. And then also just following up with those people when they're like, I love this. And you're like, I got you. So that's one of the biggest tips that she gave with that, is pinning it to the top. And then like Katrina said in the chat, it doesn't bog down all of your newsfeed. I still play games during that time as well, because I get the traction on my page of guess how many scent circles is on this flower. Guess how many testers are in this whatever display. Like I did the other day, I literally was doing Happy Meal and I had scent circles on my table and I spilled them on my table, so to speak, for my arms. And I knew how many were in there. I said, guess how many scent circles are on my table? It's a real life picture of me with my scent circles right there. And I had 103 comments. Way to boost the algorithm. Real life picture sell. Like also, oh, I also have it pinned at the top. The NHL, me holding my NHL warmer. Because real life pictures sell. Like they do. When you share real life, it's completely different. So that was actually, we jumped a couple, but that was her tip number 6. No, 3 and 6 together. Always, always, always at the top also, as the first one they see when they go into your pinned post, is your shopping link. Now, I know that some of you all know, but some of you don't. I have 2 shopping links. I need to be mindful when you copy my stuff and try to put it out there for both, because I have had this conversation a couple times. I have a US and I have a Canada one because I pay for cross borders because I have Canadian customers. If you don't pay for it, you won't have a Canada link, but if you pay for the additional fee, I can go over that with you as well if you're interested in finding that information out, because I have family and friends in Canada, and find out if it's worth it for you. Like I have a party that's over 300 in PRV right now in Canada. So it's worth it for me. But like, it's not worth it for Katrina to have it to get paid off of those purchases as her frontline because she's not making enough money from that side for me yet. So it's
insert income disclosure too on this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nikki and I did the math on it and I was like, is it worth me to pay $5 a month when I would have only made like $1.36? So I'm like, not yet. So
not yet. But that's something you also can see in your commission history.
Yep.
Is you can see what you would have made as US or what you could have made had you had cross borders. Like it literally breaks it down for you, which is awesome. So always have that pinned post top, always, whether it be a catch-all party or just your hyperlink, first post, and then all the extra pinned post of the LTOs. This was a new one for me, and I've already asked a couple of my other frontline to implement it, and they've had pretty good success with it. So I wanted to share it as well because it was working for me and my frontline. Is comment their birthday that month and pin it to the top. Hey, August birthdays, comment here. And PM each person on the 15th of the month, like this. So I tweaked this a little bit because I needed it to work for me and my ADHD brain. On the 15th of the month, say, hey, happy birthday. I hope you've had a great month. This is what I say, sorry. To make it extra special, here's an extra 10 or 20 or whatever you want to do off your next order. Redeem your birthday month. That's when this will expire. Then they have 2 weeks to redeem it. And you don't have to remember who has like 60 days, all that fun jazz. And it also creates FOMO. It is what it is. It's a real thing. I've had a lot of success with that. I am using either Venmo or PayPal to send them back the difference if they're not going to place it on a local order, because I always give that as an option once a month as well. And right, it says personal special, so make sure it's 1-to-1. That can go in an email, it can go in a private message, but you can also just don't post it on your page. We own over number 6 already, which was bumping the LTOs by the original comment saying thank you for your pre-order. And then in number 7 is tagging only in the comments. We went over that as well. I did 3, 6, and 7 at the same time. Just want to make sure. Saying how many days are left on the pre-order and 1 comment only, 1 name per comment. Thank you for your pre-order on the message of the LTO. Those 7 tips hugely changed the interaction in my VIP page, because my VIP page was dying, legitimately dying. And I had almost 200 people in there. I will say one thing that I also did with boosting when I did all my LTO bumps is I did that game with the scent circles, and I got brave and said, I'm going to tag everybody. I lost 5 people on my VIP page, but guess what? They didn't want to be there. That's okay. Your number might drop, and that's okay. I usually don't use the tag all with my VIPs, but I wanted to see what would happen. I got 103 comments and 5 people left. Those are pretty good odds in my world. So what's up, Katrina?
I raised my hand. I'm just saying I raised my hand. I wanted to piggyback off of one of the things that you had said about pinning things to the top. It's something that I just recently started in my VIP group that I learned from one of my frontline. You guys know Jess Torres. Something that she does that I was mind blown. She makes a graphic, obviously, and she normally takes the cent of the month picture, and she just puts a font over it that says help a hostess, and she lists all of her open party links and personal shopping links on that, and keeps it pinned up in her pinned post so that people know if they don't have a party to shop through, that they can support one of those hosts. And she updates it every single month, and I just thought that was so good, because I know that sometimes when I have hosts that are right there to qualifying, yeah, they're so close, and that I normally will make a post and I'm hey, you guys, Sarah is $10 away from hitting $500, to have all this amazing, rewards. Who can place an order to help her out? And instead, she keeps everything on that one post, she even like says what how you were saying, Nikki, like where she'll comment on it and bump it. So like she would make like that post, like it just as a comment on the help a hostess thing. And I just think that is just like, since you had mentioned pinning posts like that, and it just made me think of that.
That's a good idea. I like that. I was gonna look into the chat and I don't know if I missed anything because there's, oh my gosh, there's 40 things in the chat. I was not expecting that.
We're all just talking about different like things to post in a VIP group.
I love it. Let me see what's it. Just seeing if there's anything I missed though. Otherwise. Yes. Also, if you can connect your PWS Pinterest to your PWS for your customers to see and save as a pin, absolutely, Devin. Like that is a great way to do it. I haven't gotten that unbashful yet to do that yet. I will soon. But any questions? Does anyone also need the LTO list that Katrina provided for at least the people who jumped on her team meeting last night? Because I have it. Legit wrote it down. No questions? Okay. I do have a question I'd love, and I can actually stop the recording. I'll ask my question after. I can send you the LTO list, Tiffany, yes.